Okay, so let's have the circular motion. Now, in the circular motion, when the early scientists described the motion of the planet as divine. So for them, this motion was the most perfect motion of all. So later, astronomers tried to describe motion of the heavenly bodies using the principle of the uniform circular motion. So the definition for the uniform circular motion can be described as the motion of the object in a circle at a constant speed. As an object moves in a circle, so it is constantly changing its direction. All instance, the object is moving tangent to the circle. As you notice, we have here the itong umiikot natin, itong GIF natin. Diba, itong sa ito kunin natin. Ayan. Imagine nyo lang yan yung Ferris wheel. Ayan. Diba yung Ferris wheel ay nag-iiba ng direction, not really direction, nag-iiba ng movement yung pinaka ganon. Stop. Sabihin na natin ito yung ito. So, pagdating dito is the same, pag umikot siya papunta dito is the same pa rin yung part na to. So nag-iiba lang siya. Ito, pagdating dito is the same as ganun pa din yung position. Tapos ganito pa din. Tapos ganyan pa din. Ito, tsaka ito, tsaka ito, yun, ito. So pare-parehas lang siya ng position. Now, ano yung nagbabago sa kanya? Yung kanyang tangent na tinatawag ay tangent C. Kasi it is tangent to the circle. Itong point na to, that will be considered as the tangent to the circle. So, uniform circular motion that is constantly tangentially speed. So, kasi yung speed nito, ito sabihin natin, ito is number 1, kasi ito yung number 2, is the same speed doon sa number 1. So, kasi pag gumalaw tong number 1, gagalaw din si number 2. And also, gagalaw din tong number 3. Kaya sila ay tinawag na constant tangential speed. Kasi, kapag hindi gumalaw yung isa, hindi gagalaw yung iba. Now, in the form of circular motion. Kasi paikot lang. So, yun po yun. Now, in regards with that, we have the frequency. So, frequency is defined as the number of cycle of revolution of the body has completed per unit of time. It has the formula F is equal to 1/T. So again, the frequency has the formula of 1/T, while the period is the time it takes an object to have one complete revolution, or T is equal to 1/F. Now, tangential speed has the formula of, this is the direction of the velocity of a body is always tangent to the circular path. So, V is equal to C/T, where C is the circumference. It has a formula of 2 pi r over T, the period or the time. Then, it will be equal to 2 pi r f. Why is 2 pi r f? Kasi, itong T, pinalitan natin ng 1/F. Itong, okay, relate na natin. Itong T, sino ba yun? Wait lang. Ba't siya naging 2 pi rf? Kasi itong T, pinalitan natin ito ng 1/T. Kasi kung isusulat natin siya in 2 pi r times 1/. This is 1/T. Kaya ano ba itong 1/T? E di ba ito yun? Kaya siya naging 2 pi rf. Now, yung F natin is the frequency, yung R natin is the radius, and the pi, we have to use the 3.14, yung pi natin, and 2, that's the constant, kasi that is the given for the circumference of the circle. Now, centripetal acceleration is in a uniform circular motion even If the speed is constant, it is still accelerating because the direction of the body is constantly changing as it moves in circle. So the centripetal acceleration, or AC, A sub C, is equal to VR, that is velocity, over the R, that is the radius of the object travels in. So, and then naman yung kanyang AC is the centripetal acceleration, V is the speed of the object moving in the circle, that is velocity, and the R is the radius. So, if the speed is all, meron tayong note dito, if the object is also speeding up or slowing down, there will also be an A sub tangential. So, yan. So, another formula that meron tayo, we have here the A sub C is equal to the absolute value of the change in V over the R, where the change in V is the V sub F minus V sub I, or the final velocity minus initial velocity. Or it can be centripetal acceleration is equal to VR over R, where R or is also equal to the radius over the omega squared. This is omega squared, where omega is the angular velocity. Now, nasan ba yung angular velocity? Ito yung angular velocity. Dito, sa part na yun. Kasi it's based on the angle. Or it can be the centripetal acceleration is equal to 4 pi squared r f squared, where the pi is considered as the 3.40. So, yun yung mga formula na ating gagamitin. Okay na? Nakopya ba? Kung kaya pa? Push lang. Okay, so let's have the example. Okay. I'm gonna open aking reference for a while. Okay, kopyahin nyo natin ang formula. Okay, so let's have the example. So a metal ball is attached to a 1 meter long string, and it's whirled to make a 3 revolution per second with the other end as the center. So how much acceleration will the metal ball experience? So kapag meron tayong 1 meter long, ito sabihin natin, tapos yung i-drawing na lang natin, ito lang sa taas. So, ito yung ating 1 meter. Imagine, tapos may bola dito. So, dito yung center. Tapos, paikot siya. Yan. Yan ang ibig sabihin. Ayan yung drawing ng ating problem. Now, in this case, meron tayong given. So, yung given natin is the maambon. Wait lang ha, maambon. So, given natin is the F, which is equal to 3 revolution, 3 rev. Tapos yung R is equal to 1 meter. Solution, how much acceleration? So, ang hinahanap natin dito is the find AC. So, solution, you need to find the tangential speed muna. Kasi, in acceleration, magkakaroon tayo, the formula for the acceleration is v squared over r. Eh, wala tayong r. Yung part na to, wala pa tayong v, rather. So, to find for your v, so gamit tayo ng v is equal to 2 pi r f, which is equal to 2 times 3.40 times yung R natin, which is 1 meter, times yung 3 revolution, 3 rev, which is the frequency. So, therefore, your V is equal to, pakipumpit na ito, na magiging solution natin? Ay, solution. Answer. Yes, o doon.
18.84 po.
18.84.
84.
84, 85.
84 lang po.
Okay, that's 84 meter per second. That's the velocity. Now, we can now find for our AC, which is V squared over R. This will be, the velocity is 18.84, then squared over the radius is 1. So therefore, your AC is equal to 18.84, that's squared over 1. That's the answer. Yes, there is.
354.95 po.
354.95 meter per second squared. Yan. Acceleration. Kasi acceleration as the unit of meter per second. So that's why we have 354.95. So yung answer natin. Question? Wala naman. So the acceleration that the metal ball will experience is 354.95 meter per seconds. So, yun. Next. Number 2. Example number 2. Another example. What is the magnitude of the centripetal acceleration of the car following a curve of radius 500 meter at a speed of 25 meter per second? Compare the acceleration with that due to gravity for this fairly gentle curve at the highway speed. So, parang ito yung tumatakbo ka, tapos biglang lumiko siya, tapos syempre maramdaman mo yung force ng pagliko. So, there is also a gravity in that given, kaya pinapakompare siya sa gravity. So, given natin, the given that we will have here is the 500. dr is equal to 500. That is the curve of the radius 500. The next is the speed, which is the v. That is 25 meter per second, 500 meter to. Then we need to find for AC acceleration muna, centripetal acceleration. Then solution. So AC is equal to B squared over R. So magkaroon tayo dito ng 500. 500? It's 25. So this is 25. And squared over 500. So your AC is equal to, what will be the AC?
$1.20 po, sir.
1.25
po.
This will be 1.25 meter per second squared. That is the acceleration. Now, another question here is we have to compare into gravity. So, magkakaroon tayo comparing. So, AC over G. So, this will be 1.25 divided by 9.8. Actually, 9.8 kasi that is the value of the gravity. Kapag tinibay natin 1.25 divided by 9.8, it will give a 0.128 or 0.13. So this implies that the acceleration, centripetal acceleration, the centripetal acceleration of 0.128 gravity is noticeable, especially if you're not wearing a seatbelt. Ito daw yung mararamdaman mo kapag nag-turn yung sasakyan tapos hindi ka naka-seatbelt na gravity with the speed of 25 meters per second. So, ayun po yan. Okay, so let's have the given. We have the centripetal force and centrifugal force. Centripetal is a force that tends to pull a body towards the center, and centrifugal is the force that tends to pull a body away from the center. So imagine, ito yung picture dito, yung mga bata na naglalaro. Yung tatlong bata, yung isang bata nakakapit sa dito sa stick. Tapos yan, ang movement nila ay makakapit. Tapos ang movement nila ay papunta dito, ikot. So, ang force dito, ang tinatawag natin, nung habang sila ay magkakadikit pa, ang force na nararamdaman nila ay centripetal force that is papunta doon sa center. Now, yung isang bata, kung pag-ikot-ikot nila, yung isang bata ay nakawala. So, ang naramdaman ng isang bata ay kumaga siya papunta dito, palabas. So, ang naramdaman niya is centrifugal force. So, as well as here, diba, kapag napapaikot ka ng bagay, papunta dito, ganyan, ang nararamdaman noong ito is centripetal, habang siya ay hawak. Pero, kapag siya ay binitawan, ang mararamdaman ng bagay nito, papunta dito, sabihin na po, pumunta na siya dyan, binitawan na siya, that will be a centrifugal. So, gets po ba? Yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa? Yung isa is towards inner, yung isa is away from the center. So that is the difference. Basta yun. So let's have the formula. The formula for centripetal formula is F is equal to M. Galing siya dun sa force is equal to mass times the acceleration. Now, yung acceleration, papagtan lang natin siya ng centripetal acceleration, which has the V squared over R. So therefore, our new formula is the centripetal formula is the mv squared is over R, where there is also a mass. Now, the question dito or the example is a mass of 400 gram rock attached to 10 meter string is whirled in horizontal circle at a constant speed of 10 meters per second. Neglecting the effect of the gravity, what is the centripetal force acting on the rock? So given, nakalagay na dito yung mga given natin. So the velocity is 10 meters per second. The R is 1 meter and the mass we have to convert kasi the mass is in the gram. So we need to convert into kilogram. So that's why we have 400 gram times 1 kilogram over 1,000 gram. Bakit 1,000? Kasi there is a 1,000 gram in 1 kilo is equal to 0.4. So ito na yung ating gagamitin. So the question is to find for the centripetal the force. So therefore we have solution. The solution is F sub C is equal to mvr over dr. So therefore, yung mass natin is 0.4 multiplied by the velocity which is 10 squared over yung r natin is 1. So F sub C or centripetal force natin. What is the centripetal force? Anyone? 0.4 times 10 squared, that is 10 squared is 100.
40 po.
This will be 40
40.
newtons. Okay. So that will be the answer, 40 newton. Okay na? So, saan pupunta si Israel? Okay, so let's have the application of the example din. So let's have the application of the speed of the centripetal. So magkakaroon tayo dito ng application. The number 1 is a car turning on the bank road. Ano ba yung bank road? So basahin nyo na lang itong nandito. So, ang bank road natin, ito yung ating so, sa car racing. Yung ito, yung pa-letter U, yung pa-elevated na pagliko. Now, in the real life, ito yung pababang parte. Yan. O kaya yung pataas na parte. Kasi yung liliko ka na pababa. O kaya tataas ka na paliko. That is the bank road na tinatawag. Now, for that given, meron tayong the formula. Ito yun. We have the equation 1, the equation 2, basahin nyo na lang. Kaya na pinaka-important lang naman yung formula is ito. D theta is equal to tan negative arctan p squared over r then g. For your g is the gravity. That is considered as 9.8. Okay? So, yun. So, let's have the example. Kung nyo lang itong part na to, yan alam, importante dyan. Itong part na to ay explanation lang naman kung paano nakuha itong data. Okay? So, the sample problem is a car is made a turn with a radius of curvature of 60 meter at the speed of 27 meter per second. At what angle should the road be banked for the car to make the turn? So, given is the velocity, that is the 27 meter per second. The R is 60 meter. Next, we have to find for the theta. Kasi ang tanong dito is what angle. So, therefore, meron tayo dito ng solution. So, theta is equal to arctan negative 1 then b squared over the r times the g. So, meron tayo ng arctan negative 1 then your v, dapat kasama yun. So, meron tayo ng V, which is 27. Then, squared over your R, which is 60 times 9.8. So, what will be the tan? Or tan rather. What will be the angle? Yan naman ay na-discuss ko na sa inyo kung paano kunin yung arctan. Gamitin ng arctan. Pakigamit sa calculator. Oh yes, Okada.
51.11 po.
We have 51.11 degrees. Degrees, ano. So, yun po yun. Okay, question? Let's have this. So, the next application is a car turning on the level ground. So, yung level ground lang tayo. Dito yung naka-curve. Naka-elevated na curve. So, yung kunwari, ito yung highway. Ito highway to. Intersection. Pala dapat yun. Kasi itong car na to ay ma-turn papunta sa left. So, imagine nyo, pati yung pag-turn ng sasakyan may P6. Yan. So, the formula na meron tayo ditong given is ito. Yan. That's the mu is equal to b squared over rg. So, again, b squared over the rg. So, yan. Sa mga sumasakay ng sasakyan o kaya sa may sasakyan na nagda-drive, kapag nag-turn kayo, maalala nyo yung physics na yung pati yung pag-turn ay may computation. Actually, ito naman yan, that's my computation. Kasi pag bumili kayo ng sasakyan, makikita nyo doon sa kanya specification, yung torque na tinatawag. Sabihin, yung turn niya. Nakalagay yan doon. So, we have here the example is the car is traveling at the 9 meter per second in the circle that has the radius of 60 meter. Then, 60 meter. What must be the minimal value of the mu for the car to make the turn without skidding? Skidding is yung pagmarka ng gulong. So kapag nagpe-preno kayo, biglang sudden brake, yung mapapansin nyo, yung dinaanan nyo is nagkakaroon ng skidding or yung marka ng gulong. So the given natin dito is the V is 9 meter per seconds and the R is the 60 meters, and then find the mu. So solution is the mu is equal to P squared RG. So magkakaroon tayo dito na 9 squared over 60 times 9.8. So what will be the mu? Oh, kado again.
0.14 po.
This will be 0.14. So that is just only the mu. Actually, we don't have a unit kasi ito ay meter. Wala naman. Ito ay magiging meter per second. Meter squared over second squared. Tapos itong isa ay meter squared over second squared. So cancel siya kaya wala siyang unit ng kanyang mu.